Before we start today's video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Duramax_diesel on YouTube and Instagram. He's a very knowledgeable guy, hands-on, knows his stuff about Duramaxes. Pretty much takes care of all your Duramax needs. He custom built his truck, all his suspension, everything, and it turned out really awesome. And he's driven it across country already like 2 or 3 times, so you know it was built good and built correctly. But check him out, Duramax_diesels on Instagram and YouTube. I believe he has 2 LB7s. Just want to return the favor, buddy. Thanks again for the shout out. Check him out, Duramax_diesel on Instagram and YouTube. Now back to our regularly scheduled video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. It's surprisingly actually pretty nice day here in the Northwest. Back over here at Preston's house. He's over here doing his thing like normal. Always hiding, have his sunglasses on. That's like his defense mechanism to make him feel better. He always puts his sunglasses on. Okay, that's the reason. Anyways, today we're going to be installing this box here, which we'll get to unboxing here in a second. But just got the truck pulled in the driveway. It's usually dead when I come over here on the weekends because I don't drive it during the week anymore because I got the work truck, of course. But one thing I am going to order next, the next thing I need to get on the truck is new battery cables because the ones on the truck are complete garbage. I mean, last time we were trying to mess with them and they're loose and you can't tighten them up, and I don't want to use shims. So I'm going to just order completely new ones. I don't want to order regular ones from Dodge again, like stock ones. I want to get better ones and thicker cable. So that's what I'm going to end up going with, and I finally found someone, a company to work with for getting new cables. But with that being said, let's get into this unboxing. So as you can see, if this reflection's not terrible, it's from Canada. That's our first Canadian sponsorship. So here we have Adrenaline Offroad wheel rings. They are red, green, blue. Plus they have a white setting, unlike the rock lights where they're just RGB. So your white's kind of like multiple colors coming together to make white. This has an actual white setting, so that's pretty awesome. Like I said, they're wheel ring lights from Adrenaline Offroad. So I want to give a huge shout out to Adrenaline Offroad for sponsoring the truck with these wheel ring lights. I think they're going to look really awesome and complement the headlights and also the rock lights as well. But let's open them up. And this is their new boxing, so if you order these, this is what you'll get. They just revamped the box. So in here you got a card which has their information on it, and then he also writes you a little thing: enjoy your new wheel lights. Cheers. Canadian terminology. Of course, a sticker to run on the truck. God, this lighting's terrible. And then of course you got the wheel ring lights in here, all 4 of them. And it comes with a little tiny key fob controller. Then you got your regular Bluetooth controller here, which you'll, just like the rock light, put power to this, and then you'll hook up all the wheel ring lights to this controller. And then also it comes with, he gave me a lanyard. So that's awesome. And then all your hardware you're going to need and everything. So, like I said, all 4 of them are in here. Oops. Another sticker. But we're going to go ahead and take them all out, undo them all the wiring, get them all laid out, take the wheels off the truck, and then we'll start installation on these. So I just got the first one installed, and what I didn't want to take off the caliper, so I ended up taking off 2 of these brackets, so that way I could put the other 3 around the back of the dust shield and then slide it over the caliper. And I'm not going to end up using all 5 anyways, because the dust shield starts right here, and then it goes halfway down the bottom as well, because it can't go behind the caliper. And also you want to make sure that, which I'll show you on the other side, I just want to do this side real quick so I know exactly how it goes and everything. But where the wire comes out, there's probably about a 3-inch section right here where there's no light, so you want to make sure that that's on the bottom like I did here. I do need to run out and get one longer one for the bottom though, because part of the caliper is bent out like it is here. You see how it's not completely flat, it's kind of got a curve to it. So I'm going to end up running out and getting a longer one so that way I can adjust this a little bit and then put it in, because I need a little bit longer of a one for the bottom one. But I'm going to end up throwing the tire back on this side. And then we'll go over to the other side, take the tire off, and I'll show you exactly how I did this side. So what I like to do is just kind of lay it out where it's going to go. And again, make sure that the wire's on the bottom, that way this little 3-inch span of no LEDs isn't shown in the front, the back, or the top. And then, now that I know it's going to go like this, I'll end up taking these 2 brackets off. And then I'll slide it over the caliper, over the rotor.
I don't wanna be all alone. Just pull me apart, take me away.
Alright, now I'll take it and slide the 2 brackets behind the dust shield and then over like this. Then I'll put this 3rd bracket back on and then drill the holes, throw the bolts in.
Tell me it's all gonna be okay. I wanna feel like I'm still alive.
Since I'm only using 3 of the 5 brackets, I'll end up getting it where I like it, and then I'll kind of pinch it together. That way it gets it away from the caliper a little bit. Otherwise it'll be too close, and try to even out the gap around the whole entire rotor and caliper assembly. So as you can see right here, it's pretty tight around the caliper. So like I said, if you just kind of pinch it together, it'll kind of, or you can move it over, but there's kind of limited options of moving it because you got the heim joints here and the knuckle, and there's also part of the knuckle on the bottom side restrains you from moving the bracket over too much. So like I said, if you kind of pinch together, it'll kind of even up that gap all the way around and get it away from the caliper a little bit more, so it's not too close there. So now I'm going to go ahead and drill my 3 holes out and then throw the bolts in, and then we'll move on to the back side, and then after we're done with all 4 of them, we'll start doing the wiring. Some of them are a pain in the butt because how tight the area is right here. You got the springs in the way, you got the knuckle in the way, the steering in the way. It's like everything's just right in the way, so it's pretty tight space here. I need a longer one for this bottom one here because again, the shield curves up, has a curve on it at the bottom here, so I just need to get probably 3/4 of an inch or maybe 1 inch long, probably 3/4 of an inch long bolt for the bottom on this side and that side because I couldn't put the bottom one on that side in either. So now we'll hop onto the back after we get the wheel put on. So as you can see, I just got the passenger side, and if you come over here to the driver's side, driver's side's on. There's only one bolt in each one because I need to get 2 longer ones for both sides and then 2 longer ones for the front for the bottom. So I need to go pick up 6 longer ones, and then we're also going to grab lunch while we're out, and then we'll come back, throw those in, run the wires. Preston already plugged the front passenger side in just to make sure it works, and he pressed the button on and it did work. And well, I guess Preston's already eaten lunch, so screw you. It's about, let's see, 12:23 right now, so going to the store, and I guess that I'll just grab lunch since he's already eaten pizza. Second slice already since I've been over here since about 10 o'clock. So that's where we're at right now. As you can see, Preston already ran the positive, negative, and the blue wire is going to be for your wireless remote like I showed you before. Where's that remote at? Comes with this awesome little remote, and then you slide this little tiny thing down, and you have 4 buttons on it. So I'll go over all this again with you guys once the wheel lights are completely installed, but that's where we are now. I'm going to throw the back tires on because I already pre-drilled the holes, and I can get to the back side of it with the wheels already on. So I'm going to throw the wheels on, go grab lunch, grab the screws, come back, throw the screws in, and then go from there. So as you can see here, I got a little bit longer bolt. The new one's a 1/2 inch, the old one's a 1/4 inch. So now I can finish mounting up the back and the front. So the front needed 2, and the back needed 4 longer ones because, like I said, part of the dust shield had like a little curve on it, so I needed longer ones to accommodate for that. Preston's under the truck right now, getting the wires ran from the back side to the front, and then we'll do the front side here, which will show you how it hooks up and everything. Just plug and play, just like the rock lights are. And you got the adapters here, which the Bluetooth controller has 2 that come off it, then you plug these splitters in, which will give you 2 more for a total of 4. So like I said, Preston's running the back side up the frame right now, and then I'm going to throw the other 2 screws in, and then after that we'll wire up the front ones, and I'll show you how it's ran and how we wire it up and everything, and then we'll show you how they work. Alright, so I just got the driver's side wired up, and as you can see, I ran the wire up the brake lines and up under the hood, and then I ran it across the top of this rubber piece here under the hood and over to the passenger side where we have it hooked up. The 2 backs are already done, and now I'm about to record me wiring up the front passenger side here, so you guys can just kind of see exactly how we're doing it and how it's ran and everything. Like I said, it's just plug and play, literally just like the rock lights. As you can see, you just got 2 little pieces. You line the arrows up, push it in together, and then twist this little watertight seal on it, and then just hide and tuck your wires, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do the passenger side here, then I'll show you what they look like when they're turned on, and we'll go through all the colors and everything with you. Now that I got the driver's side, as you can see, ran up the brake line. Used quite a few zip ties. Preston was making fun of me, but I don't want it drooping down. But I cut off all the ends, and then I turned the zip tie so the part that it locks into you don't see, and it runs right up here. This is the back side. You need to get one more extension for it, so that way I can hide it correctly. And then come up here, and you can see I got it hanging right here. And Preston can hold the camera real quick. Like I said before, it's just plug and play. You got an arrow on here and an arrow on here, right there. Probably won't focus, but well, there's 2 arrows on here. You just line them up. I'll pull this back. You just line up your arrows, and then you just push it in, and then you got this little tiny twist-on cap that watertight seals it. Twist all the way, a little snug. There you have it. Now I'm just gonna tuck and hide this wire. Alright, so as you can see, here's the controller. The D button is gonna be your on and off. A will be going through all your colors. B will be dynamic mode, which looks like it's just like a flashing mode. And then C will be your brightness / speed. And then just press D again to turn them off. Got it. But as you can see, they all work, and this little controller is pretty handy, I will say that. It's actually a pretty cool feature. You just slide it up to cover the buttons, that way you don't hit anything if it's in your pocket. And it also does have a app, blue LED, which I downloaded just in case I lose that controller or I don't have the keys on me for some reason. But I'll show you guys again what they look like in the dark later on tonight when it gets dark out. Me and Press are gonna run out and get some photos later on and probably get some rollers. Our girlfriends are gonna tag along. His girlfriend's gonna drive, my girlfriend's gonna take photos because she's a photographer. So hopefully we'll get some rollers if we can get a good spot that we can both get together and hold some traffic up somewhere. But we'll run out and do that, and then later on tonight I'll show you what the wheel lights look like in the dark, and then also turn the headlights on and the rock lights and all that stuff. A whole lot of lights on the truck now, but again, huge shout out to Adrenaline Offroad for hooking the truck up with these awesome wheel lights. I'm really excited to see how they look in the dark, how bright they are, everything, and go through all the features again in the dark, because of course they'll be a lot brighter and you'll be able to see them a lot better once it gets dark out. But we will catch up with you guys when it gets dark out.
And all I know is I keep on waiting. My mind's running and my heart beats racing. I'm not the same since your heart gave out on me. hate being alone. Never the same, the beginning always loved it more. Yeah, just pull me apart, take me away. Tell me it's all gonna be okay. I wanna feel like I'm still alive, but I'm dead inside.
So it is now the following day. We got some really awesome shots of our trucks yesterday in the field. If you guys want to see the photos, follow me on Instagram, NeverSatisfied24V. It's the same as the channel. And also we got some really good footage of the lights in the dark last night. And I was honestly surprised at how bright the wheel ring lights were, being a single row LED. They're actually brighter than my rock lights, which I was surprised about with them being a single row LED. But they're really awesome. If you guys want to get a pair for yourself, check them out. Adrenaline Off-Road. I'll put their Instagram and their website down below so you guys can do so. And if you want to save 20 bucks on wheel ring lights or 8, 12, or 24 piece rock lights, use promo code NeverSatisfied24V. I don't get any kickback from it, but it's a way to save you guys some money, so make sure to use that code if you guys want to order some for yourself. I would highly recommend them. And I actually do really like that controller because it's really convenient to just pull out your keys and have it right there with you instead of having to have your phone on you and open up the app, turn them on, change colors that way. The controller just makes it so much easier. So again, huge shout out to Adrenaline Off-Road. Check them out. All their information will be down below in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, share this video. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll get back to you. Follow me, press it on Instagram, and we'll see you next time.